Hello everyone, and welcome to Greets, a food journalism channel that highlights the journey through the architecture of culinary design, taking behind the scenes into the kitchens of Greenville, South Carolina. Greenville is the home of many fine dining establishments, and it's part of what has made this city so popular today. Our journey brings us over to the west side of town, to a place where precision meets tradition at the heart of the Sushi Bar. Nestled in the quiet corner of the city's historic West End district, this restaurant is more than just a place where you order food and eat it. It's a story of legacy, passion, and an unwavering commitment to the art of sushi and Korean fusion cuisine. Welcome to Oto Izakaya. The journey of Oto Izakaya began nearly 3 years ago when its founder, McKay Kim, bought the downtown location from his uncle and the original owner of Oto, Gary Kim. McKay is not only the face, but the backbone of his establishment and community. Oto wants to showcase the roots of Korean cuisine and be the spotlight in a booming city with lots of great food.
So one of our biggest plans for 2025 is launching out a new menu. And in this new menu, we're going to be focusing more on the Korean cuisines, specifically modernized traditional Korean cuisines. And I think that would fit perfectly for Greenville, especially in the trend that it's going right now. And we will be one of the first restaurants to do traditional Korean cuisines.
The Japanese word izakaya roughly translates to pub or hole in the wall. Back in Japan, izakayas can be found everywhere you go, and they're a doorway to experience the intimate lifestyle behind the counter and all the passion and care that goes into the kitchens of local enterprises. Today at the izakaya, we will be following the chef's day-to-day process and preparation for a busy day. With all the moving parts in a bustling kitchen, there are many elements to running a fresh and organized restaurant to keep customers coming back, and our goal is to showcase all of those elements. So stick around for a personal behind-the-scenes tour. Sean is an accomplished Korean sushi chef with over 15 years of experience. His dream was simple: to honor the art of sushi as it had been practiced for centuries, through respect for ingredients and reverence for the craft. But it wasn't just about serving food, it was about sharing something transcendent, seated deep in the roots of tradition. Now, after years of meticulous work, Sean has become the heartbeat of the establishment and formed an environment where both the seasoned connoisseur and the curious newcomer can experience the delicate balance of flavors that define what sushi really is, an art form. But before the sushi can come together in a perfect symphony, it all starts with the foundation, the rice. Chef Sean is going to dive deep into one of the most important steps in sushi making, preparing the rice.
We started the rice, we're gonna let it cook for about 35 minutes. Let's go prepare for the other rice. So the trick about washing the sushi rice is to be firm but gentle. You don't want to crush the grain. I'm not really scrubbing it or squeezing it. Just real nice and gentle. Alright, so we're going to wash the rice for about 4 times, 5 times depending. But the main goal is to make sure that the water is almost as clear as it can be. And then after we wash it and the water is pretty clear, we're going to let it soak for about 30 minutes. Whatever in. Try to spread it evenly.
Sean's connection to the ocean runs deeper than most. His ability to select the finest cuts of fish and prepare them for table is superior. There is no doubt that he knows his way around a fish. Each slice is a masterpiece.
Look at that. That's a big one. Nice and gentle. Firm but gentle. This could be a common phrase I say. Firm but gentle. Now if you look here as you're going, you should be able to meet that spot that you already left an indentation on. So just try to keep it the same. Boom. And snip the head off. Just like that. Simple. Wipe off any blood, get everything off. Now you can cut like this if you want, but you might have a little bit more waste. I'm trying to limit how much waste I have on my fish. Try to cut and be as efficient as I can be. And this is why I took the scale off right here. Sometimes if you have a lot of scale still left over, your knife will trip off or slide off. Goodbye, thumb. Hello, hospital. See that? Like that. It'll move your knife because of the scale being in the way. Just be real careful. That's why I have this towel here to keep constantly wiping off scales or anything that's going to obstruct my knife's path. Look at that, the rib's been broken. Must have been bruised in the net when they caught it. Have it laid out, kind of drying off a little bit. You gotta pull out the bones next. So you always want to check up here first. There's usually 2 or 3 of them that's by the neck. And you don't want to miss that. Because you serve that to a customer, they're choking or suing. Definitely don't want to miss any of these. Now the trick with this is you don't want to dig in too deep to get the bone. If you go like this, you can feel where the bones are. You don't want to dig in there and start breaking all the meat just because you can't reach it. So one thing that we make sure to do with our salmon is you gotta salt your fish. Really cover it.
Watching Sean break down a whole salmon highlights his exceptional skill and attention to detail. He uses sharp knives to make precise cuts, constantly checking the fish's quality by its color, texture, and smell. Every step reflects years of experience and respect for the craft.
Alright, so I've already portioned out everything according to how I'm going to use it. And the reason why we choose this size is whenever I cut it, the perfect size for nigiri, and I just pre-cut it. It's easier to use, it's faster. My business is always picking up. So what you'll see a lot of sushi chefs use is typically this type of knife. It's called a yanagi or yanagiba. Typical. I personally like the Tsuchi-iki. It's a little bit thinner, it's better for slicing, and I like my knives a little bit longer. So you can see I've used this one for a long time. How much shorter it's gotten. Yeah.
On the other side of the kitchen, while Chef Sean is preparing for his day at the sushi bar, we have Chef Will, who takes care of the key entrees on the menu that define Eastern Asian cuisine. To prepare everything he needs for the day, he requires many resources. It's an all-hands-on-deck effort. Every chef is assigned their duty. The produce, the grill, the fryer, the sauces, everything is balanced and everything has its purpose in this kitchen.
Now we started the bulgogi, so we start with a little bit butter. With the pot, and we start with the bulgogi meat. This is ribeye, so cut really thin.
When you go out for a bite to eat, whether it's a local dive bar or a Michelin star restaurant, remember who is behind the counter. You can always tell when a food is handled with love and attention. At Odo, there is no second thought about its integral passion and commitment to its customers. Every part of this establishment is first class. Welcome to Odo.